Well, it's a lovely hot day here at the South Gloucestershire Show, but one of the hottest places to be must surely be here because we're at the Farriers. John Ford is with me, and we've got the kiln there. I suppose that's what it's called, is it?
It's a gas forge.
Gas forge,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And how long have you been doing all this for?
Well, I've been doing it for 45 years. I'm in the 45th year. I'm 70 at the end of the month.
Got the hang of it now, then?
Yeah. Well, still learning to shoe horses.
Oh, you really? Yeah.
This is not a job. This is a way of life. Even Richard and I, in 2 weeks' time, we're going to a seminar to still learn more about horseshoeing.
Okay.
It is one of those jobs that you can't actually just take a book and read the book and shoe a horse. Everything is changing all the time.
Now, farrier is the correct term. A lot of people will call you blacksmith. Is that an insult?
No, it's not actually. Blacksmiths have been around longer than farriers. Blacksmiths were back well, the minute you could start forging metal, you had blacksmiths.
Okay.
Whereby, when the introduction of horses, you had the farrier. Many years ago, you had the blacksmith shop. There was a blacksmith and a wheelwright, and believe it or not, a farrier.
Okay.
And but the blacksmith then, he would do all the agricultural stuff, and the blacksmith and the farrier would make the shoes. But it was the actual farrier that did the pairing and the fitting and the nailing on of shoes. Then, when the tractor was invented, overnight, the farriers were virtually out of work. The blacksmith continued to do his blacksmithing in the forge, and then in the late 50s, early 60s, pleasure riding started to increase in this country. More and more horses required shoeing, and so there were less farriers because farriers were not coming into the job. The horse owners then would go to the blacksmith shop, and this is how a lot of people remember the blacksmith. Well, hold on, you know roughly, you make shoes and so forth, you picked up enough about the farrier, could you come out and shoe our horses? So the blacksmith did lay down his tools and come out shoeing horses. Yeah. And then, in years to come, a few more farriers came in, but not enough, and so the horse owners then started to buy the shoes and to try and shoe their own horses.
Goodness me, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
Well, this is what brought me into it, because I came out from the racing game and we could not find a farrier to shoe our horses.
Wow.
So in the end, I went to our farrier and said, look, can you teach me? Yeah. So in 1970, I qualified, and then it got so bad that in 1975, we are the only country in the world to have this. We have the registration of farriers. All people who shoe horses in this country do have to be on the farrier's register. So therefore there was an increase in training. It's a 4-year, 2-month apprenticeship. And so now we have in the United Kingdom 2,871 qualified registered farriers shoeing now.
So tell me about your glamorous assistant who's having fun here, opening the forge and letting the heat come out. So who is this gentleman?
Right, Rich Gilbertson. He is my ex-apprentice.
Ex-apprentice?
Yeah, but that shows you how old I am. That was around about 24 years ago, 25 years ago now.
Is he any good?
And very good. Richard actually, when he was apprentice to me, and this is down to Richard because you've got to get the right person to train. And it's all through Richard's own hard work. He was voted the best apprentice in the UK in 1992. Even actually competed for the England apprentice team. Richard now at Winterbourne Down runs his own business. And if you like to point the camera over there, here's the next generation. Little ginger lad, Jordan. He is now a first-year apprentice.
Wow.
He's coming into it. But Richard, if you say how good he is, he won at the Bath and West Show in May. And you'll see some of his work here today. It's absolutely top class.
Certainly really interesting being up this close of it. And there's a shoe which is taken.
And this is out of a straight piece of steel. Richard is making the shoes for the horse out the back here. This is out of a straight piece of steel, and that has all been handmade.
Amazing.
Most of the shoes now on a commercial basis, when we get back to shoeing tomorrow, we do make specialist shoes still, but a lot of the time now we will use the machine-made shoes, which come in all different sizes, widths, thicknesses, and so forth. We will then forge them and change them around for that individual horse.
Okay.
We have in the back of our vans, there's Richard's van, my van, we would carry around anvils, the anvil stand, gas forges, grinders, everything, and all types of shoes and nails in the back of our vans, and go out to individual customers to shoe their horses, because remember, horses have to be shod within 4, 6, 8 or 12 weeks from the last time they were shod, because either their foot will grow too long or their shoes are worn out.
John's been fantastic.
Okay.
And if you come along to this particular marquee, I don't know, to the forge anyway, there's going to be a demonstration just a little bit later on actually shoeing a horse, so don't miss it.